babe, what's for dinner?
Okay, today we want to do hamburgers. And everybody's done hamburgers, but we want to try something different. Okay. We did our Troyers, that first Troyers video, and there'll be a second one coming out where we just went up and ate today. And got the Philly cheesesteak. It was very good. But I was thinking, that hamburger that I had up there a few weeks ago, it didn't taste like anything I'd ever had. It was so good. And I've had a lot of hamburgers. So what we decided to do today, I went up there and I asked them what they have, because they sell their meat there. And she said they had local grass-fed beef, but that's not what they put in the burger. They had a different type of meat. So I almost got what they put in the meat, but she recommended get the local grass-fed beef. That's better. So what we're going to do today is a taste test of grass-fed, local-grown beef, which is, I think this one is 90-10 on the fat ratio to lean, 10% fat. And they sell it for $7.99 a pound, and I got just over a pound's worth. We're gonna do some burgers with that. Then for comparison, I got some ground chuck from Ingles, and it was $4.98 a pound, so it's definitely cheaper to buy it that way per pound. But we're going to see what effect the flavor has. And this is even if it's not as good, it's not a cut on Ingles, because Ingles have got really good meat. Usually, I've never had any bad meat there. We buy a lot of meat there. Of course, some other places too, Food City and whatnot. But I'm going to pad some patties out. A couple of thicker ones, a couple of thinner ones of each. And then the only seasoning I'm going to use is salt and pepper. And that's it. Then we're going to make our burgers out of it. And Deanne, myself, and Ty, we're going to try them. Ty's not going to be on camera, of course. And we're going to see what we think and if there is a difference and is it worth the price. So, I'm going to go ahead and start padding out patties. The color of the meat itself and the grain texture, of course, they have to do theirs a certain way in most grocery stores, and you've seen it looks like that. But that, it just looks a little different. So, I'm going to start shaping that into the burgers, and we'll be back in a minute once they're cooking. Okay, so what we've got, because there was a little more in the package, there is a fifth one of the Ingles. And I have formed them into square patties so we can tell the difference. Plus it's my own little stab at Wendy's, since, I don't like Wendy's. So I'm going to salt everybody liberally. Well, enough for us. Got a pinch left. Go ahead and turn you over. That salt, okay. Pepper. For everybody. Obey. Okay, everybody. A little bit more. Okay, now turn you back over since you're the oddball. You got salt on both. You got pepper on both. Now to flip everybody. Get salt, pepper on the other side. This is the crazy boring parts of the video. Okay, we got everybody well seasoned. We'll cook these on the griddle and make it side by side and see what kind of flavor we can get. Move you guys down a little bit. I have no idea if this griddle has hot spots or not. It's still fairly new to us. There's the grass-fed local beef. Here is the Ingles ground chuck. Shaped into happy square burgers. Who knows? I might like a homemade square burger better. I kind of doubt it. And you'll squeeze in right there. I think that'll work. Yes, that'll work. Barely. Okay. And we'll see how it goes. Of course, Mom always taught me, clean as you go, and it makes it a lot easier. Plus, I'm going to use this board that everything's been on. And once we get the hamburgers finished, I'll let them rest for a minute so you can't have anything cross-contaminated. Don't get sick.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Okay. A rinsing we will go. Okay, we're doing our first flip. Now, one thing I can see already, there's almost very little drainage in water or grease or anything coming out. There's a little, but much more in the Ingles. Not that that's necessarily a problem, but it you know, it just depends. But we're seeing much less, you know. And it could be that there's a slight difference in the percentage and everything. Because even 80-20 versus 90-10, both, you know, the 20 is a very good amount of fat for flavor. So we just don't want to lose a lot of this to any water. See over there more in the middle. That may have gotten added in or whatever. When I've done local grass-fed beef before, of course we didn't film this back in the day, we'd fry these in a big cast iron skillet, you know, Deanne, how like if you fry just these burgers in a big skillet, you get a lot of grease in there, it starts popping everywhere. Mm-hmm. Well, with the local beef, I usually don't see that. In the, you know, it seems to be much higher quality. Of course, you know, you help your local farmers out and everything else too. But we'll see this is just flavor to flavor though.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Okay. Now we're seeing a little more of that coming out here. So, Dan, would you think that's equal, or is there still more on this side? And I'm not trying to be biased here at all.
Probably fairly equal.
It's very, very similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, the juices are not clear yet, so these are not done. So we're getting there. Okay, I've added cheese. Now, the ones with the crisscross pattern, this is the Ingles meat. And it didn't melt as much because I stacked it, but it'll be fine. And then this is the grass-fed. Now, this is the other, also the patties. What we want to do now, before we do anything, is just take a piece. Here's Dan, your fork, sweetie. Just a straight bite of the grass-fed. And see what you think. If you can tell the difference whenever or whatever. Anything. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. Then a hamburger patty, right? Mm-hmm. Good, beefy. Mm-hmm. It should be, I would hope. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now for the Ingles. There's you one. And me one. It's still a hamburger. But there is a difference. Mm-hmm. There is a difference. The other one is better.
The other one's tasting more beefy.
More beef, yeah, beefy. Less normal. I mean, sure, these other ones are hamburgers that we're used to. We love them. They're great. They're great on the grill. Great wherever. More beefy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these seem to be a little bit more tender, I guess, maybe.
Let me do it again. You want another one?
No, it's all right.
Okay. Here's the Ingles. It's very good. It's over the top good. Mm-hmm. Again, it's not a cut on Ingles. They got great products. Yeah, that is just so much better. Okay, now I'm gonna put mine. The other thing we're gonna do for the video here, I'm gonna cut them, this one in half, and then this one in half. And Deanne's gonna dress her burger the way she wants to and have half of one and half the other, and that's with toppings of our choices, because we like different toppings. Go ahead and cut you.
Show the inside.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. This is the Ingles. Looks great, fine, and wonderful. Mm-hmm. And this is Not a lot of difference
No.
in the
looks-
color.
Looks same to me.
Okay, now this is for anybody that remembers Good Eats with Alton Brown, who was a great inspiration for me as a psycho nerd that cooks, because I'm a psycho nerd that cooks. I learned this in one of his episodes, and it may have been his Oops Mayonnaise episode. I didn't learn that from Alton Brown, a splotch in the floor. Put you some mayonnaise. You don't want globs of it, but some mayonnaise on your bun. Okay? I like top and bottom. Just the mayonnaise helps as to keep the grease from coming through. Now, that's not the secret. The secret is to take black pepper and drizzle it into the mayonnaise. It does this weird thing. Kind of makes its own super sauce that is fantastic. And Dan, what do you want in yours? Mustard?
Just mustard and ketchup.
Mustard and ketchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I don't care.
No, that's what everybody does. Well, the mustard's smooth. If there's any mustard left in that one, you might get any mustard. There we go. Got it. How much?
Just a little bit, yeah, a little
Okay.
circle.
All right. Now get you some ketchup. Same type of circle on top or bottom?
And then you can go on the other side, I guess.
Other side? Okay.
Yeah.
You got it, baby doll. I did check it a little. Well, stubborn. There you go. Good enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I want to do then to make this work, you're going to get this one right here, and let's do this one. Oops. All right.
Okay.
Put your happy little top on. Get this little crappy knife I got out. Yep. Cut it right down the middle.
Okay.
You know, since this is a dinner episode, we did make a few fries. Not a lot. Didn't have a lot. More ketchup for the end. Now, I will film you taking a bite of each. This is the Ingalls side. This is the Troyer side. Okay. Which one are you going first? Ingalls?
Yeah, it looks like it goes.
Okay. What do you think? Good burger?
Regular.
Normal good burger.
Yeah, regular good burger.
Okay, now try, see, it may not taste like a lot of difference with the toppings on it. Or is it way different?
It's hard to tell with the toppings.
Okay. I'll get mine done. Okay. Okay, here is the grass-fed and Ingalls. And I forgot to give Dan a slice of tomato.
I'll get it in a minute.
Yeah. We already cut those in half too. Aren't we resourceful? And a couple of bites of onion. Deanne does not like onion on her hamburger, so I didn't give her any. All right, and stupid little knife. Okay. Now I'm going to do Troyer's first and reverse the order of what you did.
Okay.
See what I can tell when I go down a grade. If it is down a grade. And it's good. Okay. This is, to make sure, this is the Troyer side. Shouldn't have taken that big of a bite.
No.
You can definitely taste it is beefier. There is a difference in just the overall flavor. I can still tell it even with my toppings. Okay. You go Troyer's first, grass-fed first. then take a bite of the other one, it is like that downgrade. It loses something.
Okay.
So to me, if you can afford it, and want that extra bite of flavor, I would definitely go with grass-fed. It does something to it, or buy local beef from a farmer, or if you know somebody, whatever. Whenever, you know, that time of the year comes, in the fall or whatever. That to me is much, much superior. That's like a special day hamburger. You know, just special occasion. It's really good. Costs more to get, but it's, to me, it's worth it. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else, Deanne?
I believe that's it.
Okay. Well, Brian and Deanne from Kennard Kitchen saying until next time, love y'all, mean it. See ya.
All right, see you.